This is Ryan from SKOUT Air Guns, and in this video we're going to teach you how to swap the cocking mechanism. So if you're left-handed, you can swap it to left hand. If you're right-handed, you can swap it to right hand. This particular gun is currently set up left-handed, so we're going to swap it over to right-handed, but it works identical if you're going from right to left as well. To swap the action of the gun, you're going to need 3 Allen keys. You're going to need a 5/64, a 7/64, and a 1/8. As well, you need some 271 red Loctite, some 242 blue Loctite, and Loctite primer. The first step to starting this process is going to be to remove the barrel. In order to do that, you want to press down on this ratcheting lever. While holding that ratcheting lever down, you're going to pull up on this thumb screw. When that's fully up, your barrel is now free to pull out. So you want to wiggle that slowly, slightly, and pull that barrel the entire length out. After the barrel is removed, the next step is to remove the grip frame. In order to do that, we're going to remove the back strap by lifting up on the tab, pulling down and out, and take a 1/8 inch Allen key to remove these 2 set screws holding the grip frame in place. With the screws removed, you can actually just slide the grip frame straight down, and there's no wires that you can get in the way or pull out. The connections are all pin adapters. With the grip frame removed, there are 3 more screws that you're going to remove next, and those will be removed with a 5/64 Allen key. 2 of them are located right at the rear of the solenoid manifold, and the other one is located in one of these holes. Since this is currently in a left-handed shooting position, it will be in the left hole, and that is actually, we're going to unscrew that from the sled of the body. Once you have those completely unscrewed, if you flip the gun right side up, there are actually pockets that the screws will fall into. So you can see on the solenoid manifold, the screws are completely loose from there, and then you're not going to see it, but there's another pocket here releasing that. So from here, I can actually slide out the whole cocking mechanism. And on the other side, we can remove the filler block. The 2 screws that are now setting in the solenoid manifold are going to stay there, but we do have to remove the front screw that was holding the cocking arm and put it from the left side to the right. So now I'm just going to flip the gun over. That's going to fall out. So now I'm going to take this threaded post and put it into the right side of the air rifle, and you want these threads facing up because they're going to screw back into the sled eventually. We're going to use the same pump handle to work on the left or right side, but you do have to flip the handle over so that it matches once it's on the right side. To do that, we're going to take the 7/64 Allen key and unscrew from the bottom up. We're going to reinstall the set screw, and you want to screw that in until it's tight. With the handle now in its correct orientation, we're going to reinstall it onto the right hand side of the air rifle. Once it's in this slot, we're going to apply a dab of blue Loctite onto these threads and screw that back in, locating the rear hole of the cocking handle. To finish installing the pump handle, we have to make sure that the threaded post is securely in place into the sled. In order to do that, we actually have to primer and re-red Loctite that threaded post so that it will not vibrate loose. I'm going to use my Allen key to slowly push it up until the threads are visible. Once the threads are visible, I primered a Q-tip and I'm going to run it along these threads. That cleans the threads as well as will help the Loctite cure. Now that those threads are primered sufficiently, I'm going to take another Q-tip with a dollop of red Loctite on it and put it into those threads. You don't want to use too much because you don't want it running out and overflowing, but you want enough where the threads will actually seal and secure. With the threads primered and Loctited, I'm going to take this Q-tip and slide it back into its pocket, put the pump handle back down in place, and also slide the sled fully forward. I can now reinstall that post into the sled, securely locking that pump handle in place. Next step is to reinstall your filler block. You want that with the magnet facing forward and the hole facing the back so that the locator pin can use it. So I'm going to slide that into place. The magnet self-locates it. At this stage, we want to make sure that the slide is operating correctly and nice and smooth. As you can see, this is buttery smooth, so we can proceed to reinstall the grip frame. To do that, you want to slide straight up and then reinstall the two 1/8 inch Allen keys in the two holes. With the grip frame back in place, we're going to reinstall the back strap. So we're going to use the locating post here into that hole, slide up, and then push the bottom until it snaps into place. The final step is to reinstall the barrel. For that, we want to make sure that the ratchet is still in its upright position, and we're going to slide the barrel in with the hole at the bottom of the barrel facing down. That way that the wings line up into the breech correctly. So we're gonna slowly wiggle that through the O-rings, slide it back, push it until it's flush, and then press down on the ratcheting thumb screw. That aligns the barrel in place and you are good to go. Thank you for watching this video on how to change the side of your pump arm action for your SKOUT Epic Air Rifle. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for additional content.